Hi everybody, my name is Tito Muñoz. I am the music director of the Phoenix Symphony, and I am going to be the guest conductor with the Utah Symphony this weekend, March 25th and 26th at Abravanel Hall. This weekend, we are performing 3 works by composers that are iconic in the classical canon. 2 of the pieces on this program are quite well known, the Sibelius Violin Concerto and the Beethoven Pastoral. And that actually poses quite a unique challenge. The challenge for me is to imagine that the piece was just written, that the ink is still wet on the page and nobody's heard this piece before. Perhaps the most well-known in the concert is the Beethoven Pastoral Symphony. Beethoven really had a vivid image of scenes in the countryside, a scene by the brook, a storm, the clouds expanding, and the sun coming out again. It's a really, really wonderful journey, and it's a really evocative work that's such a fun to perform and fun to play. And we're going to have the Sibelius Violin Concerto, which is a piece that I actually learned as a violin student. And so I have a very special connection with it. But the real treat is hearing Augustin Hadelich perform the Sibelius Violin Concerto. But just hearing him perform anything, really, because he's such a great violinist. I had the pleasure of working with him before, and it's such a joy to make music with him. The most unique piece on the program is the first piece. Dietrich Buxtehude was an organ composer, and he wrote a chaconne in the late 1600s. And in fact, Buxtehude was an inspiration for Bach. There's a very famous story, who knows if it's true or not, that Bach, when he was a kid, walked 200 miles just to hear the famous Buxtehude play the organ. This piece that was written for organ was then later transcribed, arranged for the full symphony orchestra by the Mexican composer Carlos Chavez in 1937. This piece is actually played quite a bit in Mexico because of the connection with Carlos Chavez, but it's not done here in the United States that often. I think it'll be a lot of fun to bring it to the Utah Symphony and also to all of you in the audience. So I've had the chance to hear the Utah Symphony in Abravanel Hall in the past, and it really was very special. The sound of the orchestra is really wonderful and special and beautiful. The hall is great. I'm also really looking forward to making my debut. I'm looking forward to that collaboration and making music with this wonderful, wonderful orchestra in your wonderful hall and just being in Salt Lake City, which is just a beautiful, beautiful city.